Hello everyone. Today I'll show you one of my very simple GitHub repository. The purpose of this repository is to have tools which can help your life or make your life easy by setting up the tools which you need for your development work on day-to-day basis. Okay, so I'll show you quickly. So what happens when we want to set up databases on our local machine, or when we want to set up our Kafka schema registry, or maybe any other tool? So we need to download their installers or maybe write some script and a lot of stuff. But these days, good idea is to use containers. Okay, and to use the containers, we need Docker Desktop, or maybe Podman is an option. Okay, so if you are using your personal machine, you can go ahead with the Docker Desktop. But for example, you are using an office machine, or you just do not want to use Docker Desktop because of some reasons, maybe for your small team, then Podman is the way to go. So if I show you, there is a page which have all the instructions. Okay, how to set up Podman, WSL, Podman Desktop, and then how to set up the Podman Compose. So this is one way. Another way, I'll show you that here in this repo inside Podman Windows folder, there is a PowerShell file. Okay, so you just need to open your PowerShell in the admin mode, and then it will install a lot of things for you. Okay, so these are the things which it can do. It will set up Podman for you, Podman Desktop for you, Podman Compose, and all the necessary tools which are required to set up the Podman Compose. It will set up your environment variables, and it will create a Podman machine also if it's not running. And it has all the necessary if and else checks to handle the error scenario. So if you rerun this script, it won't break anything. It will smoothly run. Okay. And version of Podman Desktop, which is it is installing right now, is mentioned here. Desktop, Python, and Compose version here. You can change them if needed. I will make it more configurable. Okay, so that's one part. So when your Podman Desktop or Docker Desktop setup is done, now is the time to start the containers for your development. So if for that, if you go to the dev text space, there is a Docker Compose YAML. It has a lot of tools already in place. For example, Zookeeper, Kafka, Schema Registry, Kafka UI, Schema Registry UI, and Redis. And it have all the volumes, necessary volumes in place, so that you do not lose your data when your container goes down, or your pod goes down, right? And if you read this Docker Compose, you can get a lot better idea what it is doing. But just to show you, this is a pgadmin servers.json file. It is used by Docker Compose. So when your pgadmin container comes up, so you need not to set up even a database client to access the containerized database. You just log in into your browser, and you log in into it. Login details are already present inside the Docker Compose YAML. Okay, so if I show you here, pgadmin. Okay, so you can find your credentials here. And so once your pgadmin starts, it already have a connection made to the containerized database. If you want your database to be initialized with few script SQL files, so this setup is already in place. This is a init file, and this file, it can includes many more files. So for example, for sample, it has now simple create script and insert scripts. It's not necessarily to have creation and insertion in the same script. They can be separate. Ideally, they should be separate. Okay. So I will be adding more tools to it, more tools like maybe Visual Studio Code, maybe IntelliJ, and some more tools which can help you, let's say, cloning your project and a lot of other stuff. Okay. If you have some ideas, please leave your comments. If you have some queries, something which you want me to prioritize, please feel free to leave a comment, and feel free to use this project. And if you want, maybe you can contribute to it. And yes, happy learning.